What is going on, my fellow garbage men? It is I, the Biotrash Man here, and what you're watching is some War Thunder Ground Forces gameplay. I don't know if I've used this gameplay yet. I don't think I have, but if I have, be sure to tell me in the comment section. If I did, I'm really sorry. This is just really good gameplay for what I need to talk about today. I can point out some flaws in it later. You guys hopefully will like it, and I think it'll work great. If I've already used it, I apologize. But what I want to talk about today, if you couldn't tell from the title of the video, is that War Thunder is not World of Tanks. Let me explain upon that title, is that I see a lot on the subreddit for War Thunder, or the subreddit for World of Tanks, or just people in YouTube comments or whatever, complaining about ground forces, that, hey, I play World of Tanks and I get, 20 kills a game. Sorry about that, I had a burp. 20 kills a game, and I just can't get any kills in War Thunder, and I just die all the time. Or, World of Tanks, I go, only wins, no losses, but I don't know what's going on in War Thunder. The game must suck. And that is something that I want to talk about. That War Thunder, you cannot play it the same as World of Tanks, because they are two completely different games. The best comparison I have is between that of Call of Duty and that of Battlefield. Each game on the surface looks very similar. They both look like first-person shooters to which you fight for objectives. Same with World of Tanks and War Thunder. They both look like tank shooters where you fight over objectives. But once you dwell in deeper, they are very, very, very different, and you cannot play them the same, which, a lot of people have a problem with knowing. I had to move my mic there a bit, sorry. And so, let me talk about ways that War Thunder is played differently than World of Tanks. This may help new players to the game. This may help people who are already playing it and don't know a lot of this stuff. I'm not the best at War Thunder Ground Forces, but I feel like I've been able to pick up some very easy points that a lot of people miss, or people still are slowly learning more and more. So I wrote some notes down, actually prepared for this one, because I'm not an idiot, and I like to be prepared. The first thing I want to talk about is that unlike World of Tanks, you cannot play this game elimination style. You cannot go and just try and kill the entire team to win the game, because a lot of new players don't realize is there are respawns in arcade and realism mode. That means if I die right now, I can come back. In fact, you're going to see that happen in the video. So, don't just try and go for kills, because you won't win that way. If you want to win, you're going to have to go play the objective. World of Tanks is a different story. I like World of Tanks, and it's a different game. I can come to accept that. I hope you guys can too. But like I said, War Thunder, you're just going to have to play objectively if you want to win. You can't go and try to be, all boss mode. I mean, maybe in simulation battles you can, because you don't have respawns, but otherwise you really can't. So, it's important that you understand that first. A lot of people haven't. People are slowly figuring this out more and more. They're actually going for objectives. It's easier to win a game now. When this first came out, it was atrocious to try and win a game. It was so bad. So, you need to know that first. Can't play elimination, have to play objective. The second thing is, you need to understand you're gonna die a lot more. And dying is okay. It takes one easy, well-placed shot in War Thunder to get a kill. World of Tanks, it really doesn't matter where you hit. You're probably gonna get a kill, as long as it's not bouncing off. But so that's something. If I aim, you'll see that here in a second. I'm gonna aim around where the barrel is, but more towards the turret section, and that is where the commander lies. Kill the commander, kill the tank. That's how you play ground forces. You plant out your shot. Watch here. You're going to see me aim and fire. If I would have hit that, that would have been a direct hit on the commander, and that tank would have been dead. So you plan out your shots in ground forces, and that is something that's going to attribute to your death, because a good player is going to aim his shots better than you're going to aim yours. He's going to kill you. So, you need to know to plan out your shots, and that you're gonna die some. And dying's okay in ground forces. Ground forces doesn't punish you for dying as much. You may lose control of an objective or lose a significant sniping advantage, but you're not eliminated from the game, and you still have a chance of winning. That's important to know. It's not bad. It's okay to die. Okay, that sounds really weird, but it is okay to die. One thing you do need to know is it's really easy not to die, and that just isn't shooting first. Don't fall like this guy did, but one thing you need to know is if you know how to maneuver a tank, you're not gonna die. Okay, and that's gonna sound really weird, but unless it's, you know, like you see, it's taken about 3 shots, yeah, 3 shots there to kill him, shooting him around where his commander is. So it's not in 1 shot, 1 kill. I mean, in some tanks it is, but that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say here is that a lot of times, if you can maneuver your tank well, if you've been hit once, you can live. You can stop and repair your tank, get behind some cover, something. It is really easy to survive a battle in this. Tanks move very slowly uphill, so if you get uphill, you know, and drive down some, you'll be okay. That's something to know. Learn how to maneuver a tank. Unlike World of Tanks, it's a bit more skill-based to move around, I feel like. So if you can do that, you're not going to die a lot. I mean, you're going to get injured a lot, but you're not going to die a lot. Another thing you really need to know is that you need to plan out your engagement a bit more. You saw me when I was taking that objective, I just rolled down the hill and went behind a rock to kind of start capping, but still pushing at the enemy there. And that was semi-planning. A good planner probably would have coordinated with this team, which I'll get with later. Coordinated his team to have someone set up on the top of the mountain there, hill, or whatever you want to call it, and just shoot at the enemy down below, giving him cover fire. So, I mean, you kind of got to plan out your engagement a bit more, which is a bit more like Battlefield on War Thunder's part. You just got to plan out your route of attack. You can't just go charging head on. So, War Thunder, it's not a rushing game. I mean, you're going to see me rush a lot, and I don't do as well as I did in the beginning of this video. Another thing that is important is that, you know, as I said just a second ago, working with your teammate is going to go a lot farther in War Thunder, I feel like, than it will in World of Tanks, especially if you're playing realism mode. In realism, you get to play with people flying planes, and so if you can coordinate with them, you can counter bombing strikes on enemy tanks, and that will work very well to your advantage. And so that is important to know, that, you know, if you're working with your team in War Thunder, you can get key sniping positions, because map control is a big deal in War Thunder. Objective control is a really, really big deal. And so, I mean, that's just something I feel like in War Thunder, this is just personal preference, really. War Thunder, working with your teammates, going to go a lot farther than it will in World of Tanks, where if you lose the mountain, or the hill, it's not as big as a deal, because it's really easy to flank around there solo. I feel like it's more Call of Duty in that regard, that it's easier to solo in World of Tanks than it is in War Thunder, which is fine. They're both really fun games. Save the hate for the end, people. One of the bigger things I need people to understand, and the biggest reason I compare World of Tanks to Battlefield, is that you're not gonna get a lot of kills. And it's the same thing to Battlefield. If you're playing it on console, especially, you're not going to get the 60-0 games. You're not going to do the, you know, you took out the entire team solo that you get in World of Tanks and War Thunder. In War Thunder, if you get 5 kills, that's a really good game. If you get 2 kills, that's probably an average game. You're not going to do high-score gameplays all the time in War Thunder. Some people may have it differently, but you need to realize that. It's really hard to get kills, but really easy to die. That'll make sense when you play the game, trust me. Just remember that. Really hard to get kills, but really easy to die. And the biggest part of that is definitely a skill level basis, and just the way the game just feels in general. So it's important to memorize that you're not going to get a lot of kills, and just because you don't get a lot of kills doesn't mean the game isn't fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative in some degree. If you'd like to see more videos like this where I kind of break down War Thunder for you, be sure to leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe. I mean, just do that if you like the video, but especially if you want to see more like this. I really enjoyed making this video. If you guys have any tips you want to share for anyone else playing the game, leave them down in the comment section. I'll make a new video talking about them. And also put in the comments what you prefer more. World of Tanks or War Thunder? Me? War Thunder. I'm definitely a War Thunder guy, but each games are good. This wasn't meant for a rant on anyone. I love both games just like I love Call of Duty and Battlefield. It's just important to know the differences between the two. Now then, guys, This is about my time up here. I got like another minute or so. So I just want to say thanks for watching this far into the video. I hope this helped you guys be better at War Thunder, and I hope we can play a game together sometime. This has been the Biotrash Man signing out.